In the Legend of the Five Rings tabletop role-playing game, you have a selection of 10 dice. In 5th edition, these dice are black and white, with different symbols on each side. Let's go through the steps of using the dice to make a check. Step 1. Assemble the dice pool. You assemble your dice pool first by selecting your approach, which is governed by a specific ring. Your pool starts with a number of black dice equal to the rank of your ring, and then you add a number of white dice equal to the rank of the skill that you are using. You may now commence rolling of your knuckle bones. You keep a number of rolled dice equal to the rank of the ring tied to your approach, but which ones? The first symbols that we're going to discuss are the successes. When your GM asks you to roll, they may have declared a target number. That is the number of successes that is required to pass the check that they have given you. These inspirational-looking symbols that you see here are the opportunities. They're used for both narrative and mechanical flavor. The most common way to use them is for scaling techniques to be more powerful, but they can also be used creatively to get secondary effects or interesting narrative mileage out of skill checks. Appendix 8-1 on page 328 of the core rulebook has a more extensive list of uses for them if you want to know. These little flickers of hearts, of fire, or something are the strife symbols. Strife is explained in more detail on page 29 of the core rulebook. It looks bad at first, and unchecked, it will spell doom for your samurai in one way or another. But under the right circumstances, strife is a useful narrative and mechanical tool that could be used to open doors for samurai that would otherwise forever be closed. And finally, we have the Sharingan-looking symbols. The explosions! Explosions function like a normal success symbol, counting towards the TN of your roll, but they do have a secondary effect during the resolve dice phase. After choosing your kept dice, resolving explosive successes allow you to roll and keep another dice of the same type as the explosion. It gives you the option to keep the new dice after rolling. Many thanks to my friends at Quest Gaming LLC for help making this video possible. They make beautiful and fantastical handcrafted figurines and are also a source for subclasses and expanded mechanics. Link in the description.